here's what's happening. Yes, my Mercedes E55 AMG has finally broken after 1.5 years of flawless ownership. Here it is right behind me. You can see that the rear air suspension has sagged. So I took it to European Automotive. They determined that the rear bags needed to be replaced and the compressor also needed to be replaced. So I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. We're gonna go to European Automotive and we're gonna go see my friend Brad, and Brad's gonna give us the price. Okay, this is how we do the vlog here. We just arrived at European Automotive. Yeah, that's right. We don't waste time here on the It's Really Jacob vlog. I guess this is a vlog, right? Where's Brad? There's Brad. Brad, you're live. Everybody's live.
Oh God.
Everybody's live? Everybody's live. You're on the vlog. We're live streaming right now. I'm just kidding. We're not actually live streaming. We got Alex here. Alex, please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Alex from European Automotive Burlington.
Alex is going to be working on the wagon today. He's the one who did the initial inspection, who found everything wrong with it, and he's putting it up on the hoist right now. I sort of raised the air suspension over here so that it's not sagging as badly, but it definitely still needs to be repaired. So I will show you the parts as well. And Alex actually likes JDM cars, right?
Yep, my favorite.
He drove a ridiculous JDM car here, which I'll give you guys a little tour of later. What are we doing here, Alex?
So basically we're using DOS, which is an original Mercedes scan tool, and we're going to be releasing the pressure in the air suspension.
So what are we putting in? Can you show me this stuff?
So we're going to be putting in these R0 aftermarket replacements. They're actually a little bit of a smarter design than the original, and they seem to have much better longevity, and usually they have a lifetime warranty, I believe.
Yeah, and so we went with these ones because A, everything Alex just said, and B, we couldn't actually get OEM struts. They don't even make them anymore, so they are discontinued. And then, what's this, Alex? This is our compressor.
That's our air compressor. So basically when you have air shocks that are leaking, you're gonna be really overworking the compressor, and that's gonna cause some extra runtime, which is gonna degrade the compressor's life.
Yeah, so me having a little bit of a suspension system that I can modify and lower at my will probably isn't helping the thing, and it will probably work even better now. So once we're done with all that, I think it's going to be super stance nation.
There's one crispy new.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that is juicy. So this is an actual air spring, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so there's actually separate struts on this car, which we can show you once it's up on the hoist. So Alex is taking off the wheel well liner so that he can get to the compressor. All right, so we've now exposed the old compressor, which is actually pretty cool. It almost has its own little suspension. Looks a little honey sealed, which is the protective coating that I've got on the car. And here is the new compressor. It's going to replace that one. Look at that. It's gonna super compress my air so that I can go high and low real quick. And it actually probably help with the ride comfort and everything. So Alex is taking apart the rear suspension to get the rear bag out, which is right over there. And these are the struts, which have already been replaced prior to all of this happening, which I will give you a cost breakdown as well, because that wasn't actually my cost, which I'll get to at the end of the video. But I'm not gonna hover over Alex over here, because everybody knows how much mechanics love being hovered over. I think my hourly rate would triple if I stood here for the rest of the video, so I'll give you guys snippets here and there. Is it really a YouTube video if you don't do a coffee montage? So the bag is about to come out. Alex works real quick. I got myself a coffee, and this guy's got the bag out. Look at this. Look at this guy work. Oh, that's not good looking. Wow, 180,000 kilometers on that. Out with the old, in with the new. Shout out Chris Fix, my boy. And also Alex Fix now. So Matt had this great idea. Matt is the owner.
Exposed.
Yeah, Matt's the owner here at EA.
Cut it open.
He's razor blading this open so we can see inside. So that's the actual airbag. That was just the wrapper, but so it is still holding some pressure?
No.
No. She's okay.
Not sure, but
sick. There you go. All right. So while Brad's busy getting my bill ready, which I'm sure will be a lot of money, Brad, cheap. Check this out. Come here. Come here. I noticed this in your showroom. Yep. What are these?
Those are forged carbon M3 F80 shift paddles.
Okay, so normally I make fun of these, but these actually look really good. This forged carbon with this inlay over here. How do you take these out? Brad, take it out for me. No problem. I don't have nails.
I don't have them. You can bite them off.
Can we put these on my E55 AMG wagon and upset the entire car community?
If you want, we can. I love making people upset. It's
Perfect.
fun.
Look at these things though. They're actually like very impressive.
The backside's forged. This is the backside. That's the front. That's the back.
That is pretty sick.
Those are on Matt's F80.
Oh, there you go. I mean, I'm not upset by those. Like, those are actually really good looking. Because they're not the stick-on ones. You just replace them,
No,
right?
you actually come look. Like, look at the plate for the screws.
Wow. Impressive. All right, Brad. Add this to my bill.
No problem. Putting it on.
So this side is now done. Shiny new bag. And we're going to go to this side, which doesn't look so hot in comparison. Here's the old rubber and everything. And by the way, here's my valved exhaust. If you've never seen it, stripe piped from the mufflers. And here's the actual valve. Pretty sick sounding system. So while we're waiting for Alex to finish up the other side, I'm gonna give you guys a quick tour of the European Automotive showroom. We got wheels, you can go buy some wheels when you're waiting. We got exhaust tips, check this out. Carbon fiber, my favorite. You can also have a seat, watch some TV, and read some magazines. We've got Autostrada magazine by my boy, Lucas Scarfoni. Take a gander at that. Maybe he'll put me in this magazine one day. Got some pretty cool cars in here. I think I'd fit right in. Right, Lucas? If you're watching this video. Oh man, even when she's broken, she looks so good. So I was a little bit busy chatting with Brad, and Alex already got the second bag out. So this is the other side old bag that I already showed you with the covering removed, and this is what the other bag looks like with the covering on, and it's also compressed. So that one's been expanded by Matt, this one's compressed, and that's what they look like. So not in the best condition, and it's a good thing we're replacing them. Also, you guys can never accuse me of not getting my hands dirty. Look at that. These aren't keyboard hands, these are real working hands. And there is the new bag in. Good job, Alex. Works so quick. There he is. Man of the hour right there.
No leaks.
No leaks. That's what we would like to see. All right, so Alex is now taking out the front compressor. Well, I guess the only compressor in the whole system. It's not bad, but definitely not working as it's supposed to. And here's the new one. Look at that, OEM parts, baby. Wabco, right there, Wabco. Wabco. What's Wabco? Is that their OEM thing, or what is that?
It's Rabco, but when you have kids, you say Wabco.
Oh, that's
The cute
cute.
way.
That's very cute. Here are the bushings that help isolate some of those vibrations from the compressor, and we're transferring those over to the new compressor. And here is the open space where it goes into. Oh yeah, vibration isolation dampers. What else could you ask for, Alex? Oh, there's even a spring on it?
Oh yeah.
Wow, Mercedes doesn't F around. So now Alex is typing away some numbers, and the car is actually moving up and down under its own power with the new compressor and the new rear airbags, and everything is looking pretty faultless, I would say. We're checking for leaks and all that fun stuff. So the cool thing about this program, which is basically a factory Mercedes program, is you can actually program the factory heights and adjust them. So we noticed that the fronts were a little bit different heights than the rears. So now we're just adjusting them to the point that I'm happy. And I do have an aftermarket lowering module as well, so I also can control it myself, but I want the factory height to have some wheel gap so that I have some margin of error here and there. So we're just gonna raise this one just a tad, and then I'll slam it myself. Now we are moving it onto the alignment rack because we gotta input those values, make sure everything's correct, and get an actual alignment. And now we're putting on the alignment tools. Alex took a bunch of measurements, and now he's inputting all the specs for the ride height that we dialed in for a reasonable driving height, but still low. I think it's gonna look really, really good, just like it did before. And now it's time for the actual alignment with all the laser beams. Oh yeah, look at that alignment. Oh, on the money. We're getting there, we're getting there. These are good numbers though. Alex wants me to test it, so everything seems to be totally fine. Suspension works as it should, nice and comfortable, possibly even more comfortable. 10 out of 10. Okay, so it's time for the bill. Brad's the bill guy. So he makes it really hard to not like him because he's such a nice guy, and he prints out these massive bills. So Brad, you got my bill ready?
Here you go, sir.
That might be the thumbnail for the video, Brad. I'll tell you guys what it costs when I get back to my garage. It's so nice to have my ride quality back. And you may be noticing that my car is obnoxiously high right now. Well, that's because I've got it in lift mode. No, my car is not broken. And I'm currently fiddling with all my suspension because it's actually going to be lowering itself right now with my aftermarket module that can control the air suspension. So this is what I like to do to post up at car shows and things like that. It's 100% plug and play. It was worth every penny. It was a little bit expensive, but it was definitely worth it. As you can see, it's going to Stance Nation right now, and I think it looks incredible when it's fully aired out. It's still going lower, but it is 100% plug and play. You don't have to splice any wires or anything like that. It works flawlessly. And in the summer, when I have my summer wheels on, oh man, and I just got those refinished, it looks perfect. Look at that. Look at that Stance Nation from a dad wagon. Pretty sick. Let me take you inside to see how easy this is. You hold the talk off button or hang up button. It allows you to then get into the suspension control mode. Yeah, it integrates fully with the factory system. So then you just go through all the settings, and now I can just raise whatever I want for the height. It's such a nice system. I can go front, rear independently. I have nothing but good things to say about this system. And now let me just turn off the car and vent the garage to make sure this isn't my last YouTube video. I promise I'm not just delaying the bill over here. I will get to this soon. So right now, I do have one more thing to talk about because it's actually the final repair that this car needs. I've been noticing that just like myself, here and there, it's kind of slow to crank sometimes. So what I need is a brand new battery, and I chose this anti-gravity battery for many different reasons. One of the biggest reasons that I chose the anti-gravity battery is because I actually have a lot of cars. I'm blessed with this opportunity, and I do also get to review all the brand new stuff. So during the week, I often just drive a press car. Now, why I'm showing you the hood of my Fox body is because I've been running an anti-gravity battery for the last 2 years that I paid full price for, and I've been thoroughly impressed by it. This battery has been perfect. The number one feature that I love about it is the built-in restart, and that's why I wanted it for the E55 AMG Wagon. Because the car sits a lot, sometimes upwards of a week, battery's a little bit slow to crank, I gotta keep it on a trickle charger, so I don't really want to deal with that stuff. Anti-gravity battery's got that solved. It literally comes with key fobs to restart your battery, or you could just press this button right here and it'll just self-boost itself. This battery is so lightweight that it saved me from having to relocate the battery to the trunk, and it allowed me to be able to lift the wheels off a little bit at the drag strip because I really wanted to do that in the Fox body. I'm not really gonna do that in the wagon, but the lightweightness is also an additional benefit because, I mean, who wants to carry around extra weight? I'm not trying to, that's why I'm going to the gym. And for those reasons, I think this is going to be perfect for my use case with the E55 AMG Wagon that tends to sit around here and there. We got fresh remotes, you got 2 of them. And if you're wondering why I'm showing you the trunk, that's because the battery is under the floor over there for perfect weight distribution because German cars. And there's all my regular tools that we're gonna use to do it right now. So let's get into it. Check that out. You can lift it with 1 finger. If you're wondering what this is, it's for my valve exhaust. Don't worry about it. That's really heavy. Ah! Oh! There's no lifting that with 1 finger. Oh my God. Ah! Oh wow, this is crazy light. Like literally. Now for the cost of everything. Oh my God, this is actually insanely heavy. Oh. Thank you so much, Anti-Gravity Batteries, for providing the lithium battery. All right, here we go. I've got the prices. I'm not gonna include that battery because Anti-Gravity sent it, so thank you guys so much. But if you wanted that battery yourself, $1349.99 for the 80 amp hour battery, which is the one I got. I'll start with the grand total since you guys have been waiting so long. $3,940, and I'm gonna break it down right now. That includes the initial inspection for $300, the removal and replacement of the rear air suspension, as well as the compressor. The compressor itself was $780. The air springs themselves were about $1,800, and I didn't include it in the video because I got them to do it a week prior. I also got them to remove and replace the blower motor, which I provided to them, which the blower motor is only about $100 or $150. Labor on that was about $150, and then a full alignment for $225, bringing the grand total to just under $4,000. Is that a lot of money? Absolutely. But that's not a cost I did not expect to have. I knew this would come up one day. It's air suspension, regardless of the car. It could be a Lexus, it could be a Mercedes, it could be a Land Rover. Land Rover, let's not get into that. So the fact that those lasted about 180,000 kilometers is very impressive. We're assuming that those are the original airbags in the back. And the front airbags looked like they were in really good shape, so we didn't bother touching those. Save those for another day, save some money right now. If you didn't know, I actually imported this car from Japan. I used Eclection Auto. They sold many more in Japan, and they're a lot cheaper to import into Canada. US, you're gonna have to wait because you're a 25-year rule. But right now, we're reaping the benefits of this 15-year rule in Canada. This guy imported the car. He said he would safety it, get it on the road and everything, and he did that. So part of that service included the rear struts, which is why those were replaced prior to me taking ownership of the vehicle. So could not recommend Eclection Auto enough if you wanted to buy another car from him. Maybe I will one day. But that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed being taken along for the ride for my repairs, because I enjoyed doing this. This is pretty fun. But when I have to get into the actual adding up of all the totals of all my repairs, I don't know if I want to do that, but I'm going to do that for your viewing pleasure. So I think the next video will probably be an update on the Raptor, where I actually look through the binder and maybe add up all the money I've spent on the Raptor and see if maybe I should have just bought a not high mileage, not cheap one and ended up at the same price. So let me know what you guys want to see on the channel, and thanks for watching.